A long time ago, in a land of adventure, there lived a young girl named Ilara. Ilara wasn't like the other kids. She wasn't into castles, jewels, or even the royal ball. No, her passion was wild horses. She dreamed of running with them over hills, feeling the wind in her hair, free and wild. The other children thought Ilara was weird. Yuck, she smells like hay and dirt, they said, wrinkling their noses. Why doesn't she wear pretty dresses instead of riding breeches? Breeches are for boys. Ilara sighed. She wished she could explain how happy she felt astride her horse, how her spirits soared with every jump, but words just weren't coming to her. Yet unknown to her, somewhere far away, a hero was practicing his words. His name was Lyndon. He had one goal: to inspire young hearts. He crafted rhymes and tales that flowed like water and sang with joy. Lyndon had a gift for words, but he couldn't find an audience. No one seemed interested in his songs or stories. Discouraged, he considered giving up until one day he met a wise owl. "Little bird," asked the owl, "why do you sit here alone?" Lyndon poured out his troubles to the owl, explaining how his words felt useless. The owl listened patiently, then said, "You are gifted with words, but you haven't found the right listener yet. Go out into the world, little bird, and seek the one who longs for your songs." Lyndon followed the owl's advice and set off to find his audience. His journey, as he walked, Lyndon sang and told stories to anyone who would listen. Villagers smiled at his cheerful tunes, and mothers hummed his rhymes to their babies. Lyndon felt hope rekindle within him. Maybe one day he could inspire hearts after all. One afternoon, Lyndon arrived at a village nestled between rolling hills. The houses were painted in bright colors, and the air buzzed with activity. He sat on a nearby hill and started telling stories. And that's when he saw her, a girl with flowing red hair astride a powerful horse. Her face was filled with joy, and Lyndon found himself captivated by her spirit. Lyndon gathered his courage and approached Ilara. "Greetings, fair maiden," he began, hoping to impress her with his poetic language. Ilara turned, startled by his sudden appearance. "Oh, sorry," she stammered. "I didn't see you there. I didn't mean to startle you." Lyndon offered. "Not at all," she replied, blushing slightly. "It's just that I often get lost in my thoughts while riding. My name is Lyndon. I travel the land, sharing stories and songs." "Ilara," she answered simply. Lyndon took a deep breath. "May I ask why you ride a horse when everyone else rides in carriages?" he inquired. "Because horses are free," she responded, her eyes shining with excitement. "They let me roam wild and feel the wind in my hair." "Don't you want to feel free, Lyndon?" Lyndon considered her words. He had always been drawn to freedom, and the way Ilara spoke about horses sparked a longing in him. "Actually, I do," he admitted. "Would you teach me?" Ilara beamed and nodded enthusiastically. Together, Lyndon and Ilara spent many days exploring the countryside. Lyndon learned to ride a horse, and Ilara discovered a patient teacher who understood her passion. Lyndon began to write down Ilara's words, realizing she possessed a wisdom that could inspire many. Every afternoon, after helping with the chores, Ilara and Lyndon would gallop through the fields. She talked about life, dreams, and how it felt to be truly free. Each day, Lyndon wrote down her sayings, capturing her spirit in words. When the sun dipped below the horizon, they would sit together and read through Ilara's words. They laughed at some, pondered others, and underlined the ones that touched their hearts. One day, as they rode through a dense forest, Ilara suddenly stopped. "I'm so glad I met you, Lyndon," she said softly. Lyndon turned to her, surprised by her serious tone. "I am too, Ilara," he replied. Unexpectedly, she slid off her horse and knelt before him. "Lyndon, I have something for you," she said, holding up a leather-bound book. Its pages were blank, waiting for Lyndon to fill them with Ilara's words. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Lyndon accepted the book. "But, Ilara, why are you giving me this?" he asked, confused. "For you to share my words with the world," she answered simply. Lyndon couldn't believe his ears. "But what about you? Who will accompany you on your journeys?" he asked worriedly. "That's why I chose you, Lyndon," she said with a smile. "I believe your words will carry my spirit to many young hearts, and I will be with you in every rhyme you sing." Tears welled up in Lyndon's eyes. He understood Ilara's selfless nature and realized she wanted to inspire others, even if it meant parting ways. With a heavy heart, he hugged her goodbye and promised to make her proud. A new beginning, Lyndon traveled far and wide, sharing Ilara's words, which resonated with people everywhere. Children and adults alike marveled at her wisdom and the tales of her friendship with Lyndon. The Book of Wisdom. Lyndon's fame grew, and soon he was invited to perform for royalty. kings and queens, dukes and princesses, all listened, enchanted, as he shared Elare's wisdom. Some laughed, some cried, and some realized they needed to change their ways to be kinder and gentler with one another. Lyndon's words spread like wildfire, touching countless hearts and transforming lives. Lyndon never forgot Ilara, the girl who taught him the true meaning of freedom, friendship, and living life on one's own terms. He carried their adventures with him, knowing that her spirit lived on through his words. Lyndon and Ilara's story spread throughout the land, becoming a legend that inspired generations to come. Their names were spoken with reverence and respect, and the tale of their unique friendship served as a reminder to all who heard it that sometimes the greatest wisdom comes from the most unexpected sources. And remember, it's not where you start that matters, but how you live your journey. Ilara didn't start in a castle, but her spirit knew no bounds. And Lyndon, though initially overlooked, found fame through his association with her. The world rewards uniqueness. It celebrates those who dare to be different. So embrace what makes you special. Whether you're a storyteller, an artist, or a dreamer, the world is waiting for your story to unfold. And when your time comes, you may just surprise even yourself at what heights you can reach. Lyndon and Ilara's journey is a testament to this truth, and their story serves as a beacon to all, reminding them that sometimes the greatest adventures start with a simple hello and the courage to follow your heart's desires.